Paul, obviously just coming off the back of a defeat against Somerset. If I take you back to Thursday morning, won the toss for the second week running and opted to bat. It seemed like the correct decision at the time. What are your thoughts? What sort of could have gone better, I guess, in the first innings, opposed to 233?
Yeah, obviously Scott, great toss to win, very good pitch, outstanding pitch from Andy again, our groundsman. 40 for 1, things are going well, 40 for no wicket, 40 for 1, and then to lose 4 wickets in that last sort of half an hour before lunch really took our momentum away. And just talked about that in the dressing room with the players. You know, we've talked about that as a group, that, you know, a bad session, we've got to lose 2 wickets, not 4 wickets, and that's crucial. And to be fair, they bowled well. Somerset's attack is an international attack. They bowled beautifully throughout the whole game. Overton was absolutely outstanding. But you know, we look back, you know, we've got to post more than 230 in the first innings on a really good pitch. You know, it's got to be minimum 350, 400. Yeah, you know, they were relentless with their lengths. They bowled very good lengths. Their challenge as well. Lewis Hill played nicely, got an outstanding 60 odd. Be great to turn those sixes into hundreds. That's what guys in this division do really well, is turn, you know, any time they get in, you know, once they get past 50, 60 balls, they make it pay, and we haven't sadly done that. A little bit of a rear guard action with Ben Mike and Callum Parkinson in the first innings, but 230s, you know, 100 under par really.
Talking in terms of sessions throughout the fixture with both bat and ball, it seems like we always seem to start relatively slowly. Is that something that you've identified? Is that something that what do you do in order to rectify that?
Yeah, certainly with the bat and ball, it's about starting the game positively and well, and putting a marker down. 40 for 1's a nice start against an international attack, but again, we've got to back that up, and good sides go back to back sessions, back to back matches, and that's how you win consistently. So we'll learn a lot of good things from their discipline, the way they held length. They bowled terrifically well. Their lengths were outstanding. Leach came on when it didn't turn and just held a good line. Bowled very tight, kept it down to 2 and over. They went at 2.5 and over in the first innings, and we were going at 4 and over. Positives that we bowled them out for less time than they bowled us out. But unfortunately, and we created probably 13, 14 chances, which is, you know, what we haven't done before. So that's positive. That's growth. But, you know, the negative to that is that we went at 4 and over. And, you know, you can't go at 4 and over against good teams. You don't hold the scoreboard. The scoreboard goes away. If we'd have held the game at 3 and over, or 3 and over, or less than 3 and over, then we end up level going into the third day. It's a different game. There's a game on then. We get, you know, just over 200 lead, which we're capable of. Then, you know, it's the pressure in the last innings that tells. They just lost to Gloucester in the last game. So, you know, trying to put sides in pressure situations is massive, but you earn that right. And we haven't bowled as well as we'd like to have done. We just bowled too many 4 balls. We bowled some great spells, but we just didn't have, you know, 3 overs of dots, 2 or 3 overs of dots consistently, where Somerset did, and they built pressure. They asked good questions, and we had a few soft dismissals, if I'm honest. We've chatted in the dressing room for good players who are in on good pitches. 1 or 2 loose drives that are not there from international class bowlers. We've got to be careful of, and again, getting 50s, 40s and 50s. We've got to turn them into big ones. You know, we talk about bowling good areas and being relentless with our line of length, attacking the top of off stump, in you know, and finding the length for that pitch with a good bouncer, and you know, and challenging the batsman, and you know, we did that at times. It was great to see Dieter Klein swinging the ball again at good pace, much better than the oval. Bowled some wonderful deliveries, created chances, and but just leaked a little bit too often. And to be fair, most people are the same. You know, Chris Wright bowled a really good spell. His first over went for sort of 15, I think it was, where he leaked a few boundaries. A few nicks went for 4, but take that away, he bowled, you know, 17 overs for about 30, 1 or 2 for 30, so that was a real positive. But, you know, we're creating chances, which is great. We just got to make sure we keep hold of them. Callum Parkinson dropped that slip, you know, 1 or 2 run out chances, half chances that you got to try and make. But yeah, you know, we had 2 big decisions. I think the LBW of the spinner Leach was a big help, you know, early in the morning, And then the run out of Abel cost us, it was a run out that was out, and those two together cost us just under 100. So you take 100 off that score, it's a different game. But we have to control what we do and do it better. Batting bigger for longer, and bowlers put the ball in a more consistent area for longer. It's as simple as that, and having the mindset to do that and the belief to do that.
Absolutely. Is that the sort of thing that you're looking to take from this fixture? Obviously, changing the mindset of, you mentioned it before, being cricket savvy, of making the right decisions, of and from a bowling perspective, maybe having your field out to gain that confidence, to then bring them in, to then put the pressure on the batsmen. Are they the sorts of things you're looking for the squad to take into the next fixture and obviously further into the season as well? Yeah,
100% we are. And you get your confidence and you get your discipline from practice and preparation. That has to be meticulous. And we've been good, but we've got to keep getting better. Bowlers have got to keep challenging batsmen in nets. Batsmen have got to have the discipline in their nets and not just face 4 or 5, 6, 7, 8 good balls and then just play a random strong shot because they feel that that's the time to do it. For their confidence, it's trying to take that match mentality in practice as often as we can and put some consequences on it. So that's something that we're looking at moving forward, because we do things well, but just for not long periods. And in this format, this is a great group for us to learn and a great group for us to do well in. If we take a lot of positives from opposition, the things that they do well, and we reflect well, and we make sure that in our practice and our preparation we try and keep pushing each other harder, challenging each other harder, and supporting each other more. So, we're both on different journeys. Somerset are a very experienced side with a lot of international cricketers. We're a young side developing with an inexperienced side with youth. So there's going to be a difference, but we still weren't a million miles away in this game. One or two smarter decisions as batters. One or two bowlers just getting into spells. We just get hit for fours in the first couple of balls of an over too often, and then we're dragging it back. So it's just been a little bit smarter at times.